to another video by Shots. Now today's video may be a little bit long, so feel free to skip forward, skip backwards if you need to. But today's video is going to be about how to use dayz tools to change, customize, add and remove zombies from specific locations using the dayz tools, which is a lot easier than going into your zombie territories file and looking for coordinates for set areas and changing them. You can do it all using the dayz tools, which is amazing, to be honest with you. So there's a few things you're going to need to do. Sorry if I speak a little bit faster on this video. As I say, feel free to slow it down, rewatch it, and so on. You're going to need a couple of things here. One of the things you're going to need is you do not need to own a copy of dayz for PC, but you will need to go into Steam. You're going to have to search for dayz, and then you're going to have to install dayz tools. Now once you've installed dayz tools, as you can see here, it's on my desktop. It's located in my D drive, but I've got the shortcut on my desktop, and that will be what you can see there on the screen. So if I just double click that again, let me just load that back up. There we go. And you see, this is what you will get. Now the second part, what you're going to need is the files that you're going to use. So you can either get them files from my Discord, which is dayz Modern Community, and within the category dayz tool changes, you will see I've got a couple of notes here, and you can either download the files from here, or you can go to Bohemia's Interactive's GitHub and it will take you straight to the files that you need, and you're just going to download the zip, or you can just download the CE tool itself, whatever one you want to download, but I would just say download the full zip. And once you've done that, you're going to drag it from your downloads and drop it onto your desktop and then extract all the data. So let me just remove this, delete this, and I'll do it again just so you can see. So we're going to extract that data, then files, sorry. Give it a second, 3, 2, 1, there we go, we're done. And as you see, we've now got the folder on our desktop. So once you've done this, you're then going to open up the folder and delete these ones because you do not need them. The only thing you need is the CE tool. Now when you open up the CE tool, you'll see you've got Enoch and Chernos Plus, which is the Livonia map and the Cherno map. I'm going to be working with the Cherno map today, and when you have done that, you're ready to go. So what we want to do is we want to open up our dayz tools. I'm going to click on Economy Editor. Once you've clicked on the economy editor, you're going to press open. You're going to go to your location where you've got your files saved, which in my case is on the desktop, and you're going to click into CE tool and then click onto Chernos Plus, and you're going to load up the Chernos Plus.xml. If you was to be doing Livonia, you would load up the Enoch XML. So once you've loaded this up, you will notice that it will load all the custom tier, all the tiers, all the usages, all the wolves, all the bears, everything up onto a map, where you can change, edit and manipulate them the way you want. As you can see here, you've got all the tiers and so on. You can change all this. The tiers and so on will be a different video. For today we're just going to be focusing on the zombies, so we don't really want the wolves in here either. So one thing I will say is, before we get started, let me quit this application. You may already have zombies changed on your server. Now if you use it the way I've just shown you, it will override them zombies and replace them, and you may end up, you might have lowered zombies or boosted zombies, and this is going to change that and put it back to whatever's loaded into them tools. So what you can actually do is you can actually load your zombies into this file. So when you open it, it loads your zombies itself. Now this is not a very fast way, there's no quick way to do it. So what we would do here is we would click onto the Chernos Plus, we would open our Notepad++, and we would drag the Chernos Plus file into the Notepad++. And what you're going to see here is you've got all the wolf territories, all the bear territories, all the animal territories, right? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to scroll down here, grab from here, because we're not going to be using the wolves and bears, so I don't want them loading up into the tool. You can quite happily leave these in if you want, but I like to remove them. So what you can do is just scroll all the way down, and remove them from the file like so. Oh, let me just pop that little arrow back in, and then you would go down to the bottom of the file because there's more, as you can see down here, and you'd remove all the rest of the animals as well like so. Come on, there we go. Happy days. So now all we've got in this file is the zombies that we want to be working with and the usages and so on, which you can remove if you want to. I'm just going to leave them in for today's video because we're not really going to be messing with them anyway. But now you've got your zombies. So say if you wanted to have your zombies placed into this file, so when you open it up in the tool, it loads your zombies that you have on your server. You're going to need to go to your server. You're going to need to get your zombie territories file and drop that into Notepad++. It's better to work side by side, so I suggest opening two Notepad++s next to each other. And then, plain and simple, fast way to do it is double click onto the color code, go over to this one, search for that color code, and then you would just, plain and simple, copy your zombies and paste them into there like this. I always like to line my work back up. So for example, you've got your zombies for the army zombies. You would just click that and it will just take you to the right part of the file real quick, and then you would copy that and you would scroll down and you would replace the zombies there and line that up, and you would do this with them all. And then once you've done this, you would save the file, and then when you reload the file in the dayz tools, it will open up your server's zombies territories. So any changes you've already made are not going to be affected. They're all going to be loaded in. Now, so I don't have to go through them all, I've already got my one here that I've just done before. So let me just cancel that. And zombie backup files, and as you can see here, I've got my one already done. It's got all my zombies from my server already loaded in. And as I say, just search for the color code for each section and then just override the zombies positions within inside it, because we have lowered zombies on our server. I don't know about everybody else. Some people like boosted, some people like lowered. We've got them lowered, so I don't want to override them with standard versions. And now we're going to get straight into it. So once you've done this, you will then, if you want to, you can just go into your Central Economy Master, go into CE tool. You can then delete this and copy your one over and launch your tool. Now, as you're going to see, when we launch our tool, we have got to open the file, and this is the file we're going to open, but I'll just show you again. We're going to click onto my desktop, we're going to click into the Central Economy Master, we're going to click into the CE tool, we're going to click into the Generous Plus, and we're going to load this map. Now let's get straight to it, guys. Here we go. So this is going to load up all your zombies, but it's not going to load up all the wolves, the bears and so on. It's only going to load up the zombies, as you can see here, because we've removed them from the file. Now if I zoom out, you can actually see this is a custom file. This is our zombies. Now we have a 24/7 toxic tizzy, and we still have zombies that are in there that shouldn't be in there because they die straight away when they spawn in because it's toxic gas, so we don't need them there, so we need to remove them. And this, the purpose of me making this video today, is I thought if I'm doing this, I may as well remove them from the rest of the file as well. I may as well make a video and showing you how to remove them from the file and make changes. So for example, say if you wanted to remove zombies from Riffy ship. So we no longer have a contaminated zone at Riffy ship. So if I want to remove these zombies, instead of me going through the zombie territories file and finding them zombies and changing them and moving them, what you can do here is you can go straight over to the top right hand corner and scroll down and click on the protected. You must click on the protected, as I say. Then this hand here is going to make you be able to select things. But as you can see, I can't select anything else. You can even highlight and grab multiple, move them all at one go, but you can't grab anything else because you need to be on the set ones. So you just go up here for a second. Village, no, it's not that one. City, is it? Are we city? No, give me a second, guys. City 1, city 2, village 1. There we go. And as you see, we can grab our village zombies like this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over to our protected, and I'm going to click on this and I'm going to remove it. So this is how you would be able to remove the zombies from a specific area. We don't want them here, so we're just going to delete that and remove it. And that has now removed them zombies from the file. And when you export the data, the zombies will no longer be there. And that is how easy it is to change, remove and delete zombies. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to show you at Green Mountain. Like, some people have a traders at Green Mountain, you don't want zombies spawning there. So what we would do is we would go over and we would find Green Mountain. Oh dear, we've already got them removed. It's not a really good place to test it. I tell you what we can do. We don't want zombies spawning in this area over here. So instead of us finding them through the territories file, we can just go over to this. And I'm thinking they would be the city 2, city tier 1. There we go. So we don't want the zombies in this corner of this area. We could just move them over, change them, or we can actually leave them there and we can boost them. And we could put, we want 6 there and 3 minimum. So that would now spawn between 3 and 6 in that one area. Now if you wanted to, you could put, what it would do now is it would spawn between 3 and 6 zombies inside this circle, right? Now you can actually change the circle by changing the range, which would now mean you could put this here and you would have them 6 zombies spawn in a range of around this area. So that would be how you do that. So let me just quickly scroll out of there. We also don't want protected zombies over in Pavlovo. So as you can see here, we're going to remove them, delete them. And now we can mess around with our zombies at Tizzy. So we do not need these zombies spawning at Tizzy. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on army and you're just going to go over and you're just going to press X. But as you've seen before, you can just highlight the area and it'll select all them zombies of that type that you're on, and you can just remove them. And it's as easy as that. So we're now going to remove our industrial zombies because they're not zombies we want there as well. So we now only have NBC zombies that spawn in this area. So let's spread them out a little bit. So let's go onto our protected. We're going to click onto our protected and we're going to change the range of this to 100. So it's a little bit more of a bigger area. In fact, we're going to put this to 120. And then we're going to move this out the way for a second. And we're going to just delete these ones. So we now have between 4 and 8 NBC zombies that will spawn in Tizzy, and the range on them is 120. What we're going to actually do now is we're going to just press Control and C, and we're going to copy that, and it's going to press Control and V, and that will now paste another one. And we can now just put a couple of copies of these zombies around these areas, like so, and that would now have 4 to 8 zombies on each one of them spawning in within that 120 meter radius, and we have a couple of them. So altogether right now in Tizzy we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different sets of zombies that can spawn, and they'll spawn between 4 and 8 zombies in each zone, and that is how that's done. So once you've done that, you may want to then go, oh well, wait there, I want to have some zombies protecting the area. So what we could actually do is we could go over to another army, we can find them, we can press Control and C and copy it, and then we could just, let me just zoom in, we say, well, we want them at the beginning of the road on the way into Tizzy, we want them around about there, put some in the woods over here, put some towards the back end of Tizzy down here, and maybe some in the woods like so. We could also put some in the woods on the road here and over here by the lake. In fact, I think that's still gassed out over there, so not really a good idea me putting them there, and that is still gassed out. Our whole mountain is 24/7 toxic zone. And now what we've done is we've created NBC zombies within inside Tizzy of a range of 120 between, I think I said 4 and 8, was it? Yeah, between 4 and 8 on each one. And we've also now got some army zombies that will spawn between 3 and 5 located around the area. Let me just move that out a little because that toxic zone will come to about here. And this whole area is completely gassed out, and I mean completely gassed out. If you check on my YouTube channel, you'll see a video of it. It's completely toxic zone. We just needed to make a few changes to the zombies, and that is it, guys. That is how you would do it. So for a quick example, again, once more, we're going to show you one more time on how you would be able to manipulate and change them. So if you wanted to come over to Hunter's Island and you wanted to add a couple more zombies to Hunter's Island, you would come down here, you would, I don't know what ones these are, so you're going to have to give me a second. The city, no, village 1, the solitude. There we go, there's solitude. So what we could actually do is we could actually make the range for this a little bit bigger. 120. We could actually remove these here. Oh, didn't mean that. What is that one? I don't actually know what that one does, to be honest. It creates a new territory. We don't want to do that. Let's remove that. And what was we on? We was on solitude, weren't we? So there we go. I'm going to remove that there as well. So how many have we got spawning here? Between 1 and 2. So we want more than that. We want 2 and we want 5. So we can now copy that and paste. We copy that and paste. There we go. And paste that there. And then we also, I want to put some police on the island. So why not? We can find the police officers. So we know there's a police station within Cabinino. Cami, sorry, and that is up here, and as you can see we can copy that and we can put some police zombies just roaming around by the lighthouse, around by the back area, and we can increase them zones to say 80. So actually let me just remove that so I don't have to type 80 in every time. I can just remove that like this, and we can press copy, we can pop them there like that. That zone I'm gonna have to make a bit smaller so it doesn't spawn them in the water. Swap that for that one. There we go. And happy days. That would be how you manipulate and change zombies using this tool. And now what you would need to do is you would need to go over to File, and you would need to go Save and Export All, and just rename it. Edited. And save. Now it's going to take a couple of minutes for it to process and put all that data into the right place, so I can't actually grab this and do anything at the minute, which I did want to open up my file behind it just to show you it actually will pop into there, but actually, well, yes we can. I can just do this, can't I? There we go. So now once this is done exporting the data, it will pop a new folder into here, and this is going to be the folder that you're going to want to use. So all we got to do now is sit back and wait. So I hope everyone's having a nice day, and I hope you enjoy the videos that I'm making. I know I don't make many of them. I'm just trying to do my best to create a video every now and then. As I say, I'm not after fame, I'm not after fortune, I'm just after helping people when I have free time to do so. So it should only take another minute. Happy days, there we go. So now you've noticed that a new folder has popped up into our file, into our central economy master folder. So what you would now want to do is you would now want to go and reopen your Notepad++. Let me just close this down. Let me close this down. In fact, let me just close them all down a second. And now what you would want to do is you would want to go to your server files, click on your env file, drop your zombie territories into Notepad++. You would want to open up the central economy master, go to Generous Plus, click into the territory files, and then open the zombie territories here. Now as you can see, every bit of information is the same from the start, all the headers and so on. And we now have our server file, which I'm going to drag and drop to a different notepad. There we go. I'm going to open this one and just show you the difference. Now you can actually see that our zombies, if I scroll down to the NBC zombies, you'll actually notice that they've changed. Their locations have changed and their range has changed, as you can see. Now this is the one in my server, and this is the one we've just created. And now the best part about this is all you have to do is either copy and paste them over. So you could just go like this, Control A, Control C, Control A, Control A, Control C, Control A, Control V, and that has now swapped them out. Or you can just do it this way, nice and simple, because the file is already the right format that you need. You can just go over here, drop that in, replace the file with the destination, and you now have your custom zombies all set up. And you can do the same thing with the wolves, the bears, any animals you want, and that would be how you would do it. And then there's one more thing I'm going to do now, is my zombie backup files. I'm just going to open up the C tool, turn this plus, and this is the file that we've just used. So I'm now going to drop that into there. I'm going to delete that one, and then that just means that anytime that I want to readjust our zombies, all I've got to do is open the economy editor, open this, and may be able to just do it this way, to be honest with you. Go to our desktop, I could go to my server files, oh wrong one, they're the new builds I'm creating. There we go. Should be able to go into our env folder, env folder, and zombie backup files for tools, and open that straight up. And as you can see now, there's all our zombies. You will need to load the actual map and so on in the background, so which you could do by file import, the bitmap. I'm not too sure how you would do it that way, but this way you can just reload your zombies. For example, if you wanted to, you go to your central economy master, C tool, Chernos Plus. You have your Chernos Plus file here. You would click onto your server, you would go over to your file where you've got it stored, you would copy that to here, and you would launch your tool. You would press open, and then you would go down to your desktop, central economy master, click into the C tool, Chernos Plus, Chernos edited. And as you can see, it's loading our tiers back in, our map back in, and it will load our zombies that we've just created and customized in the right hand corner. And that is how you use this tool. That is how you will manipulate your zombies by using this tool. As you can see, we have our zombies down here on Hunter's Island, and we also have our NBC zombies. Now, I did say this video was going to be quite long. It's 25 minutes long, so it's time to call it a day. If you have any issues, let me know. Hit me up in the Discord. We have 4,000 members almost within inside the Discord. Feel free to join us. Feel free to come over. You got any issues at all, hit me up. If you do like this video, leave a like, subscribe and comment. And if there's any other videos you do want me to create or make, leave me a note within inside the description, within inside the comments on this video. All the information that you're going to need is going to be in the description, and I hope you have a nice day. I hope this video helps you out, and I will see you again soon.